అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. నమో నమః. సర్వేభ్యో నమస్కారః. Today is another good day that we have come back to our Guruji, Dr. Tangarala, Somanji Tangarala, Visalakshi garu. We had 2 lectures from her in the beginning of our course. That is on importance of Sanskritam and introduction to Vyakaranam. We are going to have many lectures from her. So this is in continuation of those lectures. This topic is Sanaatana Dharma. We will start this session with Vande Mataram. We pay our respects to our country by reciting Vande Mataram and then chant Prarthana. So let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite Vande Mataram, please.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Jasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Subrajosna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini, Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram. Namaskar.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు. Now let us request Ansuya garu to chant Prarthana, please.
Namaskara Sarvebhyo. 1 minute meditation. Three times Omkaram. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatihim Vahawamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamasravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anaha Srunvannoti Bisida Sadhanam. Om Sri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vaje Bhirvajinipati Bhirvajinivati Dhinama Vityavatu. Om Sri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gatihi Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave Na Guroho Paramam Sisurasmi Guroho Matirasti Gurau मां पाहि गुरो ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादा शङ्करलोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतङ्गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ధన్యవాదములండి మున్స్వయ్య గారు.
నమస్తే.
Thank you so much. Now, let us request Guruji Visalakshi garu to start the webinar, please.
ఓం శ్రీ మహాగణాధిపతయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ పార్వతీ రాజరాజేశ్వరాభ్యాం నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మేధా దక్షిణామూర్తయే నమః. ఓం శ్రీ మహాసరస్వత్యై నమః. ఓం శివాయ గురవే నమః. ఓం నమః శివాయై చ నమః శివాయ. ఓం నమః శివాయ. Good morning to all of you. Now today we will try to know a little about our Sanaatana Dharma. Now let us know what is our Sanaatana Dharma and what is its greatness. And in fact about our Bharata Desha also we must know. In Upanishads and not in Upanishads, in Puranas, they praised, even the gods praised about our Bharata Desha, which is so great. Ratnakara Dhauta Padam Himalaya Kiritini Brahma Rajarshi Ratnajyam Vande Bharata Mataram Uttaram Yet Samudrasya Himadreschaiva Dakshinam Varsham Tad Bharatam Nama Bharati Yatra Santatihi Himalayam Samarabhya Yavad Indu Sarovaram Tam Deva Nirmitam Rashtam Hindustanam Prachakshate. Our Bharata Desha is being built by Sakshat Paramatma, and the Sanaatana Dharma, which is prevailing all over the earth mass, is given to us by our Maharshis. So all of you are so fortunate enough to join in this wonderful course of learning completely about our Vaidika Vangmaya. So many great masters are teaching all of you. So by this time you might have got a little idea about what is Vedas, what is the greatness of Vedas, Vedangas, Upanishads and all. Now if you complete the course and go out, people may ask you what is actually Sanaatana Dharma, what points are there, what it teaches to mankind. So how the Sanaatana Dharma originated, what are the highlights of our Sanaatana Dharma. You must be able to speak at least about for 10 minutes or 15 minutes as the gist. So now just I will explain you what is Sanaatana Dharma, how it originated, how it spread all over the earth mass, and what are the great points that are to be known to know the Sanaatana Dharma. So now this Sanaatana means it is old, ancient, that which exists since the existence of the creation, and it will exist as long as the universe exists. So this is Sanaatana Dharma. Sanaatana Dharma is very vast and it is very deep subject. even it can never be covered just by explaining a few days or even few months also. Because even if several people speak about our Sanatana Dharma, every time you will be enlightening about our Sanatana Dharma in different viewpoints and also in different perspectives. And several points are to be known to know about our Sanatana Dharma. So our Sanatana Dharma, though people call it as Hinduism, we all are Bharatiyas. So it can be called as Bharata Dharma also. Ha means to shine. Rata means one rati, one who takes enjoyment. So Bharatiyas means those who are enlightened people, those who shine with knowledge, who got interest in knowledge. So we Bharatiyas are interested in gaining the real ultimate knowledge, Jnana Devatu Kaivalyam, by which knowledge we get liberated, we get mukti, the final aim of human life. So we say Bhanu for Surya because it is the sun who gives us the luster, life, knowledge and all. So Sanatana means ancient, and even one of the names of Paramatma is Sanatana. God is called as Sanatana. So this Sanatana Dharma is prevailing all over the earth since the existence, since the creation. So all of us, the Bharatiyas, we all are following the Sanatana Dharma, which is given to us by sages who received this knowledge when they are in deep meditative stage. They could hear the words of Paramatma. They could visualize the divine power, divinity. So what all they have seen, they visualized, they heard, they passed it on to us, and they gave us this way of life. The way how to lead our life is our Sanatana Dharma. The moment a baby takes birth till that person leaves the body, we follow so many traditional methods, the way of life. It is called as Sanatana Dharma. So our Paramagamya would be achieved by the way of life of our Sanatana Dharma. Jagadguru Adishankara Bhagavad-pada said, Jantunam Narajanma Durlapamata Kumstvan Tato Vipratat Tasmat Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata. So it is very difficult to get the human upadhi, which by that is only human beings out of 84 lakhs of living creatures can gain the real knowledge by following Sanatana Dharmic way of life. Why? Because human beings are great among all 84 lakhs of living creatures, because Jnanena Jnanam hi tesham athiko visesho Jnanena kina pasuphi samana. It is the knowledge, the way of expressing, the talking. We can talk, stand, walk, we can do puja, we can contemplate, think over. So this jnana makes us superior to all other living creatures of this world. So we should utilize our jnana to gain the bliss, the ultimate real, to attain Paramatman, the ultimate real, transcendental reality, as we say. So we should make all our Bharatiyas and all human beings also to know about the greatness of our Sanatana Dharma by the way of our life, by leading such a dharmic way of life, by our ideas, by our words, by the textbooks we got. We must make people aware of our Sanatana Dharma, because knowledge can be spread only by 4 ways: Athiti, Bodha, Acharana and Pracharana. We must first know what is Sanatana Dharma. We have to know, we must study through the scriptures, through the teachings of gurus and all. So when we completely acquire at least the essence of our Sanatana Dharma and our Vaidika Vangmaya, we must pass it on to younger generations. That is bodha. We must teach them. Then what all we have learned, we must put it into practice. We have to practice it first. Then we must propagate it. So it is our duty to practice, to know first and then to practice, then to teach and spread our Sanatana Dharma all over humanity, because it is beneficial to the entire mankind. Maharshis gave us the Vedic knowledge, Vaidika Vangmaya, and the best way of life for the shreyas of entire mankind. So for us, the Sanatana Dharmanuyayis, Vedas are the Parama Pramana Granthas. Now, Vedas means with the Veda we say knowledge. The Vedas are Tasya Nishvasitam Vedaha we say. This is the exhale of Paramatma. That is when we take breath and leave it, it means we exist, we are existing. So I and my breath are inseparable. So when I am taking breath, then I am able to talk. So my breath itself is turning into the words which I am talking. Similarly, Paramatma's upiri, as we say, Nishvasa, is given to us in the form of Shabda Brahman, in the form of Omkara, and in the form of Vedas. So from Om, the Pranava, the Moola mantra of the entire universe, all the languages came, not only Sanskritam, all the languages, all the words, all the objects, the whole nature, everything came out of Omkara, which is known as, called by us as Shabda Brahman. So when Maharshis are in deep meditative state, they could visualize all these truths and they spoke about our Sanatana Dharma. So our knowledge normally in this world, they say religions are there, certain religions. So for them, one pravakta or one person would be there who teaches their commands or their sutras or their formulas, everything. And there is only one textbook for them. But for us, Sanatana Dharmanuyayis, for our Sanatana Dharma, not a single person or not a single textbook, they are there. Several sages from time to time, whenever they visualize the truths, they conveyed it through Vedic mantras, which are recorded as the Vedas, Vedika, Vaidika, Vangmaya, Veda Granthas. So through the Veda mantras, we got the knowledge given to mankind by Paramatma. And that knowledge of the Vedas is taken by the sages, and certain sages, they wrote the Granthas, Smruti Granthas, like Bhagavad Gita, etc. also. So a lot of a very big, huge knowledge, heap of knowledge is Jnana Gani, as we say, is given to us by so many sages. So all these sages are to be bowed down by all of us with great respect, devotion, and gratitude. So the knowledge given to us through all the Maharshis, so many Granthas, Vedas, Vedangas, Shaddarsanas, Upanishads, Smruti Granthas, Prasthanatraya, and so many lakhs of thousands of Shastra Granthas are there, which are giving us the knowledge of each and every atom of the whole universe, in all the branches of knowledge. And Maharshis gave us the twofold way of life for us, Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga. Pravritti Marga is behaving in this world and doing all the duties. And in the Vedas itself, 3/4 parts of Vedas speak about the Yajna Yagas, etc., the methods, rituals, how to do them. By doing the yagas, we can attain what all dharmika desires are there, either to get treasures or getting good wife, husband, children, lands, property, everything. And even Swarga Kamo Yajeta, if we want to get heavenly abode, then For that also so many yagas are there, yajnas are there. So all this. Then the end of Vedas, that Vedas are divided. 4 Vedas are there. They are called as Trayi Veda. Because in each and every Veda, 3 parts are there. Samhita, that is Ruks. Then that is Vedic mantras. Then Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. So Ruk mantras are there, Yajus are there and Samas are there. So these 3, Ruk, Yajus and Sama, these are called as Trayi Veda. So all these 4 Vedas are divided into 4 parts as Samhita Bhaga or Mantra Bhaga, then Brahmanas, Aranyakas and Upanishads. All the first 3 parts deal with karma yoga, that is, they speak about the actions to be done. Karma Siddhanta, we believe. Then the 4th one, Upanishads, they speak about jnana. They give us the real ultimate jnana in a very systematic and scientific manner with all experiments. Maharshis explained us how to know about ourselves and the nature and that reality, Paramatma, and the interlink, the relation between all these 3. Jiva, Jagat and Paramatma. Jivatma, Paramatma and all, Prakriti. So, Upanishads speak about Nirguna Niranjana, Paramatma, Satchidananda, Brahman. So that Nirguna Brahman appears in the form of Saguna Sakara Rupa for the sake of Upasaka. Chinmayasya, Advitiyasya, Nishkalasya, Asharirinaha, Upasakanam Karyartham Brahmano Rupa Kalpana, we say. So Upanishads give us so a great wide knowledge. Then Shaddarsanas are there, Ashtadasya Puranas are there, Itihasas, Dharma Shastras, Kavya Natakas, etc. also speak about our Sanatana Dharma. Now 4 Vedas are there and 4 attached to these 4 Vedas, 4 Upavedas are there. Then Siksha Vyakaranam Chando Niruktan Jyotishan Tatha Kalpasya iti Shadangani. So 6 Vedangas are there. Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, Gandharva Veda, Stapatya Veda, they say, or Artha Veda. These are the Upavedas. So all these, they form the completely, all these together, we call as Vaidika Vangmaya. Now you are all having a little knowledge about all these topics because so many great scholars are explaining each and every topic in a very detailed manner to all of you. So the Shaddarsanas also, Astika Nastika Darsanas also are there. Then Prasthanatraya, we say Upanishads, Brahma Sutras and Bhagavad Gita. These 3, each one of them is enough for us to give the ultimate knowledge by which we can get moksha. And all these granthas speak about bhakti, jnana, karma, jhana, upasana and yoga, margas. The paths, they are all different paths by which we can reach the one goal, Paramatma. So now let us know what is actually Sanatana Dharma. There are so many points. You can remember how many points you must know. First point is what is Sanatana Dharma. Second point is how the Sanatana Dharma originated. Third point is what is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. Fourth point is explanation regarding Sanatana Dharma. Now, 5th point is what is actually Rutam. So even Rutam is one of the points of Dharma only, but the natural laws are called as Rutam. Now, 6th point is actually what is meant by Dharma. We are calling Sanatana Dharma, but Dharma should be known. What is Dharma and what is Adharma? Even that we must know. Now, 7th point is how many Dharmas are there? So many Dharmas are there. Among them, what are the eternal Dharmas? What are the normal Samanya Dharmas that change from time to time and then from person to person, from place to place also they change. Then Vyashti Dharmas are there, Samishti Dharmas, Dharma Sukshmas are there, Apad Dharmas are there, then Prakriti Dharmas, Manava Dharmas. Sankhika dharmas. Then besides all this, Atma Dharma is there for each and every individual. So Atma Dharma is the greatest dharma. Atma Artham Prithvin Tyajet, they say. Atma Dharma is not related to this world and worldly attachments or relationships. It is to elevate our soul to become one with ultimate reality. That is Atma Dharma. So now 8th point is, what are the characteristics of dharma? There are so many lakshanas, gunas, qualities and characteristics given to dharma among all our Sahitya, Ramayana, Bharata, Bhagavata, etc. Dharma Shastras and so many granthas. Mainly Mahabharata is it contains thousands of dharmika views. Dharmas are defined and explained. So many slokas are there. Then Dharma Shastra Granthas, Manu Dharma Shastra, Gautama Dharma Shastra, like that, so many Dharma Shastra Granthas are there. Then so many characteristics are given about Dharma in Manu. By Manu gave us actually in a small sloka, very beautiful 10 characteristics he gave. Shruti Kshama Damosteyam Shaucham Indriya Nigrahaha Hrihi Vidya Satyam Akrothaha Etad Dharmasya Lakshanam. These are all the characteristics of Dharma. So these are to be known by us, what is meant by Shruti Kshama and all. And we must acquire them. We must put them into practice. Besides these, our sages said, Kruteshu Pratikartavyam Esha Dharma Sanaatana. With this dictum, Esha Dharma Sanaatana, hundreds of sentences, slokas, sutras are given to us in our Sahitya. We say, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat, Satyam Apriyam. Priyam cha nanrutam na anrutam Bruyat. Esha Dharma Sanaatana. This is the Sanatana Dharma. Nacha Krutyam Parityadyaha. Esha Dharma Sanatanaha. We say that is Kartavyam. Akrutyam Naiva Kartavyam. Pranatyagepi Samstite. Even if we have to leave our life, the situation arises, even then we must never leave our Satya and Dharma. Satya Harishchandra and so many other people, they stood like that. So Akrutyam Naiva Kartavyam Pranatyagepi Samstite Nacha Krutyam Parityadyaha Esha Dharma Sanatanaha. Like that, several aspects of dharmas also are given to us. Ahimsa Paramo Dharmaha, and at the same time Dharma Himsa Tathaivacha, to protect our dharma, our gods, the places of our Devata Aradhana Kendras, Devalayas, then our idols, Devata Vigrahas. We must always take care of them. If such a situation arises, if any of them afflict them, in the same manner, we must teach them a lesson. We should never keep quiet. So, Dharma Himsa is not considered as any Himsa. It is Ahimsa only. It is Dharma. So, Paropakarartham idam Shariram, we say this is our Dharma. So, like that, so many Dharmas we have to know. Now, 9th point is the most important items of Sanatana Dharma. Under this heading, we can have at least 22 points. So these 22 plus 8, 30. If we know a little about 30 points, then we can say we know a little about our Sanatana Dharma. You just listen to these 22 points. In due course of time, you will be knowing by completing the this Sanatana Dharma course 4th level, you will be knowing all these points. And meanwhile also you can go through, all of you are already aware of all these points, though we are just speaking here. So because we are all following this life way only. So the first one is, out of these 22 points, besides the 8 points, the first one is the great treasure of knowledge given to us by Maharshis. So, the Pravritti Marga and Nivritti Marga, how Maharshis gave us, that we must know. Second one is the greatness and of Samskrita Bhasha and the importance of Sanskrit language, which you have already learnt a little in the beginning itself. So because our entire knowledge is there, all granthas, all the Moola Shastras of all the branches of education, they all are there in Samskrita Bhasha. So we must know, we must study deeply Samskrita Bhasha and learn it. Now, third point is to follow Satya and Dharma. Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara. This is the command given to us by Paramatma through Veda. Now, fourth point is Punarjanma Siddhanta, doctrine of rebirth, we say. Now, fifth point is Karma Siddhanta, the doctrine of action. These two are, in fact, the backbone, we can say, of our Sanaatana Dharma. So, through this, there are so many people in the world, great scholars also, who get a lot of doubts but could never get any solution in their doctrines or in their religions or through their great people. But they got complete satisfactory answers through our Karma Siddhanta and doctrine of rebirth also, which gives a sort of solace to their heart. So these two are very important. Now, sixth point is definition of Deva, Devata. Actually, what is meant by who is God? What are the meanings of the word God, as we say, Daiva, Daivatam, we say. Then importance of idol worship. Why we worship idol? So great scientific reasons are there, spiritual causes are there, which people do not know of other religions. So they are criticizing unnecessarily our idol, Vigraha Rathana. Now, seventh point is we must know how to tell Sankalpa at the time of doing our pujas and all. At several occasions, we say Sankalpa. So, how to tell Sankalpa, we must know. While doing Daiva Karyas, Nitya Naimitika Karmas, then Pitru Karyas, we always tell Sankalpa. Now, eighth point is importance of Gotras and Pravaras. Each and every Hindu got a Gotra, and the Pravaras also are there. Pravara is the lineage of all the Maharshis through whom we got our life. So, in fact, we all are Manavas. We came from Manu Maharshi. So, we are all called as Manavas. Also, we are called as Manava because Mana means to think. Because we got the capacity to think, analyze, contemplate and explain. Now, ninth point is Go Brahmana Pramukhyata. Go Brahmanebhya Subhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, we say. So, the importance of them we must know. Now, 10th point is Nitya Karmas and Naimittika Karmas. What is the importance? Now, 11th point is Agni Aradhana and Yajna Samskruti. We do Yajnas. What is the importance and greatness of Yajnas? And why do we worship Agni? Agni Chaina, Agni Aradhana. At the time of Upanayana Samskara itself, this Agni Aradhana would be given to the people. Now, 12th one is festivals and and their importance and the reasons behind observing these Pandugalu, as we say, the festivals. Only we got so many festivals. Every day is to be enjoyed. In fact, we can say as a festival. Now, 13th point is Pancha Runas or Pancha Yajnas. 15th point is Chatur Varnam Maya Srishtam Gunakarma Vipagashah, said Paramatma. So Chatur Varna, then Chatur Ashramas, Gruhasthashram, Brahmacharya, Gruhastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasa Ashramas. So our Maharshis divided our life like that. So the 4 Varnas are directly created by Paramatma, God himself. So we must know all these 4 and 4. Then 15th point is Chaturvidha Purusharthas, the 4 aims of our life. Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Now, 16th point is different ways to reach Godhood. Bhakti Marga, Karma, Dhyana, Upasana, then Yoga Marga, Jnana Yoga, like that. All Jnana Marga, Jnana Yoga. To reach God and to get Mukti. And also, they synthesized all these Margas. They are not different. They are one and the same, in fact, through different ways of life. So there is no conflict among them. Now, next point is 17th point, I think, is Guru Sishya Parampara, Gurukula Vidya Vithana, which was there for lakhs of years and got disturbed by foreign rules. Now, 18th is Shodasa Samskaras. Regarding this point, we are going to get knowledge a little in detail. Next week, not next week, from during October. For 1 week, I will be teaching about these Shodas Samskaras. Then 19th point is Kutumba Vyavastha, the family system, which is very important for us. Then Vaivahika Jivana Pramukhyata. It is there. We believe that it is the decision of God to give this relationship to human beings by this Vivaha Bandha also. Now, 20th point is the place of women given to women, the place given, the respect given to women in our Sanaatana Dharma. Vedas itself speak about, and even in Upanishads, there are Brahmavadins and even Brahmavetas and Rishikas, mantra drashtas are there. So such a great position, place is given. Now 21st point is the customs and traditions coming to us from our ancestors. Vamsha Paramparya, Sadacharas we say. Then 22nd point is finally declaring that the Sanaatana Dharma is the essence of Vedas and we all are following the way given to us in our Vedas, in our Shastras. So this is the essence of our life. This is the aim of our life. So now first point we will know in a little, in brief, not in detail, about all these points as far as possible according to time. So what is Sanaatana Dharma? First point. Sanaatana means Shasvata, we said eternal. The way of life which is beneficial to the entire mankind, not only to human beings, to all living creatures and to the nature, to Prakriti, to be blissful, to live happily, and which paves the way to get liberated, to get moksha and get Shasvatananda, happiness which is not touched with any sort of sorrows or miseries. So that is Sanaatana Dharma. So we can lead very happily in this world and after leaving the body at heavenly abode also, in Paraloka also we can be very happy if we lead this Sanaatana Dharmic way of life. If we want to get liberated, Mukti, we can get it. Because even the Swargaloka Sukhas are temporary. They are not permanent. So, Aihika Sukha, Amushmika Sukha and Moksha also can be obtained by Sanaatana Dharma. It is also called as Arsha Dharma because it is given to us by Rishis, Maharshis. And this Sanaatana Dharma or Arsha Dharma is Kala Atita. This is not bound by either place or time or persons. So this is for the benefit, given for the benefit of the whole universe, we can say. So Paramatma gave us this knowledge through Omkara, that is Shabda Brahman, and also Upanishad say Omit Ekaksharam Brahma, and Mandukya Upanishad explains it in a very detailed manner, and almost all Upanishads, all our Shastras, they speak about the greatness of Omkara. So, because that is the origin, that is the primordial, prime reason, cause and effects are there. All this universe creation, everything, they are all effect. So if we know the cause, we can know about the effects. So Jiva, Deva, Prakriti, etc. all these are given to us, and our Vedika, that is Vaidika Dharma. speaks, wishes the happiness and bliss to all. Shem Dvipade, Shem Chetushpade. Shem means happiness to all living beings, to all birds and beasts, and also to all human beings. And also our Maharshis always wish us to be peaceful and tranquil, sublime, peace, happiness, we must say. So we say, whenever we do any prayers, we do Shanti Pathas, we recite Om Shantihi, 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 we say. So Achatmika, Ati Bhautika, Ati Daivika, tapas should be subsided and we must be very peaceful, pleasant and happy. So in spite of several invasions, the Adulu, as we say, who tried to destroy our culture, our knowledge, all our dharmika granthas and our jnana and our great masters and teachers, our culture, even then this Sanaatana Dharma is still existing because this is the way of life of us. So though they are destroyed the granthas, the knowledge is being passed on to from one generation to another generation. So through oral recitation, Vedas, Veda mantras and the way of life is transmitted. So we could revive. Sri Krishna Paramatma said, Yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktaha shraddhaya architum ichchati tasya tasya achalam shraddham tameva vidadham yakam. So whoever follow what sort of way of life, what sort of dharma, they may name it by any name, they may call it. Whatever worship they are doing, whomever they are worshipping, they are worshipping me only, that is Paramatma, the divine only, the God, one God only. But that God may be named differently. The way of following that may be different. But ultimately, whoever are doing any puja, they are worshipping that ultimate reality. That is the truth. Now, second point is how and when our Sanaatana Dharma originated. Our Sanaatana Dharma existed since the existence of creation. We already said the indescribable Nirguna Niranjana Parabrahman alone existed. Ekame Vadvitiyam Brahma. Ekam Sadvipra Bakutha Vadanti, they say. That one ultimate Brahman, Nirguna Paramatma, once he made a sort of sankalpa. Ekoham Vakusyam. I am one. Let me become manifold. So Visvam Vishnu. So the Paramatman himself appeared in the form of this universe. So why Paramatma got such sankalpa ichha shakti to Ekoham Bahusyam? Because Ekaki Naramati says the Upanishads. If only one person is there, we cannot enjoy. We want somebody else also. Similarly, even Parabrahman, Paramatma, when that Brahman is Nirguna, no qualities, no form, no nothing is there. Even then, that is ultimate source. It is Chitchikti, Sat Chit Ananda. Qualities are there in that. So when the Spandana Shakti he wanted to become manifold, he wanted to create the universe, then that Sankalpa itself is called as Maya. That Sankalpa itself is named as Parvati Mata, and that is Parameswara. So that Chit, Sat means existence, Chit means consciousness, Chaitanya. Chit exists all over the universe. So Ananda, Satya Chit Ananda, they exist in the whole universe because universe is none other than Paramatma. Sarvankal Vidam Brahma, we say. From the, in Upanishads, it is given in a different way. Puranas speak about the same truth with interesting stories having inner meanings. So in Puranas, it is given that from the Napi Kamala of Sriman Narayana, Brahmadeva appeared. He is Swayambhu. Brahma himself, in fact, originated. So that Parabrahma, ultimate reality, gave the duties to Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara to do Srushti, Sthiti, Layas and all. So there are so many ways of creation are being explained, how this universe came into existence. Upanishads also spoke differently. Taittiriya Upanishad, Tasmadva etasmad atmana. That is from that Paramatma, ultimate reality. Akasha Samputaha, Akashad Vayuhu, Vayor Agnihi, Agnerapaha, Atya Prithvi, Prithvyam Voshathayaha, Voshathipyaha, Annam, Annat Purushaka. Like that. The whole universe came. Aitareya Upanishad speaks in a very different manner how the Srishti came. Thus, all Puranas speak about the Srishti Krama. So, from God Brahmadeva, several Maharshis came into existence just by Sankalpa, Brahma Manasa Putras, we say. Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, Sanat Sujata. All these four are Sanakadi Maharshis, we say. They, even though lakhs of years are passing away, they are Chiranjeevis, they exist forever. They always appear as of 8 to 10 years old boy, but they are Brahma Jnanis. So Narada Maharshi also is Brahma Manasa Putra. Just from the mind idea of Brahmadeva, Narada Maharshi came. From the Roma Kupas of the entire body of Brahmadeva, several gods came into existence. Several Maharshis came into existence. So that is how Puranas also speak. So many Maharshis and divine people came. So Maharshis are not just human beings. We are, the universe is there, living creatures are there, Krimikitakas, then Pakshis, then animals, then human beings. All these are at one level. That is above to human level, there are Maharshis at a very great plane. Then above to Maharshis are gods. Above to all the normal gods, three Murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheswaras, and three Shaktis, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati. Above to them is Parabrahman or Hiranyagarbha Brahma, we say the totality from which all this came. Hiranyagarbha, Anda or Brahma, the Upanishads speak about. That Hiranyagarbha Brahma is just one step below to Nirguna Niranjana Nirakara Paramatman, Asabdam Asparsham Arupam Avyayam. That is how it is explained. So Tatharasam Nityam Agantha Vachayat Anajanantam Mahata Parandhruvam. So Nichayatan Mrityumukhat Pramuchyate. One who knows about that Brahman becomes free from birth and death, the cycle. So gets liberated, gets moksha. So all these Maharshis, all these great sages, they got a sort of Trikala Jnana and divine power. They can give boons to ordinary people. They can foresee into past, present, and future and all. Such great Maharshis, when they are in meditative state, they heard Devavani, Daivavani, walk of Paramatma, the divine voice. They could visualize the invisible power Parabrahman in different names, forms, and all. So all these divine names, Upasana Granthas are there. Their Upasanas, how to worship one particular form of a deity. So many gods are there, their families, wives and husbands like that. Of course, it is given, and then their powers. The wife means, in fact, the power of that son, that God. Then the children also are spoken of the gods. The children are actually not like born as human beings, but they are the powers, the siddhis we get by worshipping them. Suppose Vinayaka is there. They say Siddhi and Buddhi are the wives of Vinayaka. That is Siddhi and Buddhi, Buddhi and Siddhi. They are the powers of Vinayaka, Ganapati. So one who worships Ganapati gets good intellect, good Buddhi. So when our Buddhi intellect is perfect, whatever works we do, we get Siddhi. We get perfection, we can achieve the goal. So they are spoken as the wives, that is symbolically, but they are the powers, invincible powers of God. Then by such good intellectual ideas, when we do any noble deeds, we get labha and kshema. These are Lapudu, Kshemudu, as we say. They are spoken as the children of Ganapati. That is, by doing such works, that is, by worshipping Ganapati, we get good intellect, we get Karya Siddhi, thereby we get Labha, profits, then Shreya, Kshema, we will be very safe and happy. So, such Maharshis, when they heard the divine voice in their meditative state and they gained the knowledge, then when they came out of that meditative state to normal state, they addressed the entire mankind. They addressed all of us as Amrutasya Putra, O children of immortality. That is, we are not mortal. Only the body decays. That is the nature of the body. Shiryata iti shariram, dakyata iti deham. But the jiva, the I, as we say, exists in us, that never dies. So that those Maharshis addressed us and said, Shrunvantu sarve amritasya putraha, aye dhamani tavani tasyuhu, vedahametam purusham mahantam, aditya varnam tamasastu pare, tameva jnatva atimruchumeti, nanyak pantha vidyate ayanaya. We all should listen to such prabodha given to us by the great divine sages. This is the divine Vani, Veda Vani. So that Veda Mata is addressing us, all of us, through Maharshis as Amrutasya Putra. O immortal children, the children of immortality, Brahman, all of you, please listen to my words. There is only one way to get a final aim of our life, that is to acquire the knowledge of Vedas, the knowledge given in the Vedas, and to follow in life. So our span of life is very short, in fact. So with so much fortune, that is punya, we acquired the punya that we gained through several births. We got this human upadhi, manava deha. So we must try to acquire Atma Jnana and Brahma Jnana in this life itself. Otherwise, suppose without gaining that knowledge, without getting liberated, if we waste this Manava Jivita, then we are not sure that the next time again we may get the same Manava Upadhi. We may be born as human beings. We may take the birth as birds or beasts or trees or anything. So, when Upanishad says Mahati Vinashtihi, those who do not utilize this Upadhi to get Brahmajnana and get liberated, they are wasting. Great loss occurs to them. Veda is addressing all of us and asking all of us to worship fire god. Maharshi said, Agni Michedvam Bharata, O Bharata, one who is born in Bharata Desha, those who are the progeny of Bharata Rishi, those who are being ruled by Bharata Chakravarti, the son born to Dushyanta and Shakuntala. Our Desha is called as Bharata Desha because Bharata, the Sarvadamana, the boy born to Dushyanta and Shakuntala, Bharata ruled all of us. And also there are so many Bharatas in our tradition, in our Puranas and all. Jada Bharata, we say very great sage, king and great person. And Rama's brother Bharata is also there. So many other Bharatas who ruled our country also are there, one Bharata. So like that, all are Bharatas. So Agni Michhatvam Bharata means we must worship fire god because sun Paramatma Parabrahman gave power capacity to sun god, and the burning capacity and the light, kanti, shakti, etc., which exists in the sun, exists in the form of fire in our residences. So even the fire Agni Deva is one of the powers of Parabrahman. So we must worship Agni. In the olden days, throughout the year, that is 365 days, 24 hours. They used to worship fire, keeping the fire in a particular special room. In each and every family, Agni Gruha would be there. So in that Agni Gruha, Agni would be there. And whenever people do Trikala Sanjha Vandana, they worship fire god 3 times a day. That is the person, the Gruhastha of that family. Then they offer oblations through fire god to all the gods. Then it is the duty of Grihini to take care of that fire all the other hours, even during night also, that it should not get extinguished. So that is how they used to worship. And we say sun god also, Upanishad spoke about sun as Parabrahman, the representative of Brahman only. Asavadityo Brahma, that sun, this sun, because he is visible, though he is at a very far off distance, we call this sun. He is Parabrahma. He is called as Pracheksha, Daiva for all of us. So, near Himalayas, so many people lived. In fact, originally that place is called as Brahmavarta. All the Brahmas, they used to move in that place, the place surrounding the Himavat Parvatas. Near that Himalayas, Veda spoke about certain rivers which are very holy, very delicate, very great. They are Saraswati Nadi, Vrishadvati Nadi, and Padma Nadi. But now Padma Nadi got vanished already. Saraswati Nadi also got vanished, but is flowing as Antarvakini. It is there in Triveni Sangama. Then Vrishadvati Nadi is also not seen now at present in this Kali Yuga. So the place in between the Saraswati Nadi and Vrishadvati Nadi, near Himavat Prantas, that place is called as Brahmavarta, because all the Brahmas, Brahmins, Maharshis and sages and even gods, they used to move there. They lived there, they existed there. So at the beginning of the creation, gods performed a great Manasa Yaga, mentally Manasika, Bhavana Matra, Santushtayai Namo Namaha, we say. All the gods are just get satisfied only by feelings. If with much devotion, Manasika, if we offer something, they accept it. They take it and bless us. So at the beginning of this creation, gods along with Maharshis, gods and Maharshis, they performed a very great Manasa Yaga. Then there the Sathya Devatas. Among gods also, gods, Devatas, we say Siddha, Sathya, Yaksha, Gandharva, Kinnara, Kimpurusha, Vidyadhara. That so many varieties of gods are there. So Sathya Devatas, they mentally thought Vasanta Ritu, the autumn season, as Kauki, to perform any yaga. Homa Kunda should be there. Then all the Panchagavyas, we say, must be there. Then Samithas, Homa, the sticks, holy stick should be there. All the offerings, oblations, Purodashas, etc., we say all that should be there to perform any yaga. So Manasika Yaga, they are doing so. Vasanta Ritu, autumn season itself is considered as Kauki. Then Grishma Ritu, the summer season, as Samithas, Samithalu, we say. Then Sharad Ritu would be very auspicious and pleasant to our minds. So that is considered as Havis, Havir Bhagas offered to gods. Then that Mahad Yajna, a very great Yajna, is done for the pleasure of, for pleasing and worshipping Parabrahman. All of them performed. So that Chaturmukha Brahmadeva, he got the, by doing this Manasika Yaga, Brahmadeva got the Chatur Vedas, Veda knowledge by Paramatma. So through the knowledge of 4 Vedas, Brahmadeva created this universe of human beings, living creatures, this nature and all. So even Maharshis and Brahmarshis, those who took part in that Manasa Yaga, along with all the gods, they also got the divine powers because they did that Manasa Yaga, and whatever knowledge they got, they passed it on to other human beings, to mankind, for the welfare of us. So this is the way how our Sanatana Dharma originated. Actually, at Himavat Pranta, at Brahmavarta. So the way of life they led, that is called as Sanatana Dharma, Sanatana Dharmic way of life. So all the Maharshis, they used to follow certain way of life. The moment they get up from the bed till they go to bed, sleep, they follow certain core of conduct, way of life. Throughout the moment they take the birth till they leave the body, they used to follow. All that method is called as Sanatana Dharma, Sanatana Dharmic way of leading the life. So all the Maharshis who existed there at Brahmavarta, slowly they moved to different parts of the earth mass. So through the Maharshis, Agastya Maharshi and so many other Maharshis, Vyasa Bhagavan, it spread to Dakshinapatha. So through that place, from Himavat Prantas, it spread all over, all four directions. It came to north, then it came to Dakshinapatha for us, then it came to east and west also. So thus that Sanatana Dharma is being spread to Aryavarta. First it originated at Brahmavarta, then it spread to Aryavarta. Aryavarta means where the respectable people, great people moved. All of them are great, respectable people. They are all Aryas. Arya Mahadevian, we say that is respectable lady, Devata, Jaganmata. So we say actually in our Telugu, వారి హృదయాల్లో మంత్రాలు స్ఫురించాయి. That is, they got enlightened whenever they are in deep meditative states. They received certain mantras, certain Vedic powers, and they recorded them. They protected them for lakhs of years through oral transmission. Then afterwards, later, they could write on Talapatra. So they became Talapatra Granthas, and later, when this printing and papers came, we got the printed books now at present. But out of 1131 Veda Shakhas, only 11 Shakhas are remaining, and all other Shakhas got destroyed or extinguished. So imagine how vast knowledge we got and how we lost it. Now we are having only 11 branches, and out of them also, only 7 branches are being taught to Guru, through Guru to Sishyas. Even then, for this little knowledge, entire world, great genius people of other countries, they are wonderstruck. They are wondering how vast knowledge, how great knowledge is of Hindus, this Sanatana Dharmanuyas, Bharatiyas. Now Brahman, we say the word Brumh Vistarane means that which is spread, that which is wide, spread all over. That is Brahman. That is that power which is spread entire universe. That power itself is Brahman. That is called as Chit Shakti, Chit Shakti. So, because all the Brahmins, they are called as Brahmins because the Veda mantras are called as Brahmanas. Certain parts of Vedas are called as Brahmanas. They are called as Brahmas. So those who studied the mantras also are called as Brahmas. So the Brahmas are being called as Brahmanas. Brahmins means who got the knowledge of the mantras given in Vedas. So all these are Brahmanas. So what are the methods of life they gave to us are to be followed by all of us because we are their progeny. So because they gave this way of life for our happiness. So the duty of all the Brahmins who follow this way of life is to preach the knowledge to others. The knowledge they gained, they are preaching to others and they are imparting their knowledge. So from Brahmavarta, it passed on to Aryavarta, and from Aryavarta, it spread to 4 directions of the entire earth mass. The whole earth is being ruled by us, our people, I'll tell. Then it is spread and followed by all the people who are born at nooks and corners of the earth at different places. So this type of, this is the way how the Sanaatana Dharma originated and how it spread through the Maharshis, through Brahman, through Brahmins, and through Brahmanas. So, the Nirguna Niranjana Paramatma himself is being visible himself in the form of universe. So, we consider each and every atom of the world, the nature, the forces of nature, they are all being worshipped by us as gods. Prakriti Shaktis, we say, the Vedas speak about this, praised all the Prakriti Shaktis. They praised the sun, moon, stars, galaxies, then the lightning, the clouds, the earth, the day, the night, everything is being, suktas are there. Ratri Sukta is there. Ku Sukta, Purusha Sukta, so many suktas are there. Sukta means Su Ukti, good words. They praised, they worshipped. All these, that is the method of our way of life, that is our Sanaatana Dharma. It is Sarvakalika, Sarvadeshika, Sarvajanina. It should be, it can be followed by all human beings. It is related to all the times, all the places. So it is such great, vast knowledge. Sarvadeshika means related to all deshas. So that is the, our Sanaatana Dharma always speaks about Satya and Dharma. Satya and Dharma, both are 2 sides of the same coin, in fact. That Satya itself is Paramatma, Dharma itself is Brahman, God, divine. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha, we say. Rama is considered as the incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Vishnu is Sthiti Karta. So he is called as Panchakritya Parayana, Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, Tirodhana and Anugraha also. So we say Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. One who knows Brahman becomes Brahman. The moment we realize that I am not this body, I am Brahman, we become Brahman. We get that immense bliss of Brahman. So, Abrahma Kita Janani, we call Jagannatha. So, from the small insect to Brahmadeva, all of them, all the creatures, they all are divine only. They are all divine divinity exhibited in different upadhis. Only upadhi, Veda is there, but the Brahman is there. Brahman alone exists in the whole universe. So this is the essence of Sanaatana Dharma, we can say. This is how we have to see our co-living beings, all birds, beasts, etc. Only upadhi is different, but the Chaitanya is the same in each and every atom of the universe, not only living beings. So Maharshis asked us to do Suryopasthana, that is by doing Sanchya Vandana, by worshipping sun god. We get the knowledge, we get the Buddhi Prachodana, the right core of conduct, way of doing. So thus all these people, Maharshis, they did Antaryaga. Antaryagas are there doing Manasika, then Bahiryagas are there, physically keeping all the materials, keeping Atvaryu, Brahma and all, doing the yagas, that is Bahiryaga. So Antaryaga, doing mentally Manasika, is more greater than Bahiryaga, they say, our Maharshis, our Sanaatana Dharma. Because Antarmukha Samaracha, Bahirmukha Sudurlabha is the name given in Lalita Sahasranamas also. So through, by going deep inner inside, we can realize ourselves. And physically, this Bahir Yaga is also needed to gain the desires, to get Swarga Kamo Yajeta, like that. So many, when we want any Putra Kameshti is there, even Dasaratha performed. He could not get children. He did Putra Kameshti, he got children. Then Ashwametha Yagas they do, Soma Yagas they do, so many Yagas are there to fulfill the desires, but there is no end to the desires. Na jatu kama kamanam upabhogena shamyati havisha krishna vartmena bhuya eva apivartate. If we are pouring ghee in the fire, the flames rise a lot. Similarly, when we are fulfilling our desires, when one wish is fulfilled, another desire comes. So there is no end. The way to cut short them is to control our sense organs from spreading outside and making them concentrate on our own self, traveling inside, inner. So Panchakosha Vimarsa, we say, we have to know about ourselves and penetrate deep into ourselves through the body. We can reach that divine power which exists in our heart, in Daharakasa itself. So, Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hrideshe Arjuna Tishtati, we say, Paramatma said. So, we must know about our Stula Deha. Then, Stula means gross body. Then, inside this Stula Deha, there is Sukshma Deha, subtle body. Then, inside the subtle body, Sukshma Deha, there is Karana Deha, causal body. When we know these do vichara of these three, through Karana Deha, we can catch hold of that divinity, the divine power, the prana Shakti, which is existing in us. So through that, we can gain the knowledge of Brahman, we can visualize, we can hear the sound of Paramatma, who is existing in our Hridaya Akasha. So, even in Jagannatha Stotra, Nilatoyada Madhyastha, Vidyullekeva Bhaswara, Nivara Sukava Tanvi, Pita Bhaswa Chanupama, we say, like the very smallest particle, Nivaritanya, we say, Nivara Sukavat Tanvi, very thin, very small, subtle, like the part of the edge of the Dhanya. So, like that, Jagannatha is explained, and she shines as the flame of fire in our hearts. That is Jnana Shakti, that is the Chit Shakti and the fire of knowledge. That is spoken as Sri Chakra. That is considered as the whole universe. Like that, different ways of worshipping that divine power is there. And through the methods, we finally reach ultimate God. So through Haridra Ganapati, we taking it as Pratika, we worship, we aim at Nirguna Niranjana Paramatma Parabrahman. So with that turmeric small part, we invoke the divine powers, the universal power to come and reside there. And through the worship of this small idol or small portrait or this turmeric heap, we worship Paramatma. So that is how through Saguna Ratana, Nirguna Niranjana Parabrahma worship is also explained, given the method of worshipping is given to us. And Upanishads speak that we must do karma, while doing the actions, kurvanne veha karmani, Jiji Vishet Sarada Setam. We must live for 100 years happily doing all the karmas. So thus even karmas are explained. Jivema Sarada Setam, Nandama Sarada Setam, Modama Sarada Setam, like that they wished. We all of us must wish that we must be very healthy. Bhadram Karne Pi Shruniyama Devaka, that mantra also says with all our sense organs, Jnana, that is Karmendriyas and Jnanendriyas, we say, and all other parts of the body, all of them must be very healthy. And when they are all healthy and functioning properly, we must lead 100 years happily, and we must aim to gain final knowledge, Brahma Jnana. So in this Kali Yuga, actually the span of life is very less. So we must be very cautious in gaining such good knowledge. And our Dharma Shastras gave us Sadachara, a particular way of life, how to live. That is given by Maharshis only. So by following this Sat Sampradaya, the traditional way of life, and doing Sadachara, by following Sanaatana dharmic way of life the Maharshis gave us, we can live full span of life given to us in Vedas. Actually, in Upanishads, 125 years is the span of life given to human beings in Kali Yuga. So we must live, we must try to live. When we lead healthy way of life with spiritual thinking, we can get such span of life. Otherwise, when our habits are not good, our body may get decayed. When our mind mentally, when spirituality is not there, mind gets polluted. So when rogas are there, jara comes, jara means old age, then different diseases come and body has to decay like that. So when the Sanatana Dharma, which originated at Brahmavarta, through Agastya Maharshi came to Dakshinapatha, and then through north is spread to the 4 directions of the earth through different Maharshis, and Vyasa Bhagavan gave us a lot of knowledge. He divided all the Vedas into 4 Vedas, the heap of Vedas into 4 Vedas. He wrote Ashtadasha Puranas, Upapuranas, Mahabharata, which contained so many great heaps of knowledge, and Bhagavad Gita is one among them. So all these are the source of the knowledge, great texts of our Sanatana Dharma. So through them, we got this knowledge, and we worship that ultimate reality through idols, through the gods, and then through Sri Chakra by Shakteyas in different ways we worship. And we always follow Satya, Dharma, Ahimsa, Bhutadaya, Indriya Nigraha. They are considered Trikala. Sanchya Vandana is must for all of us. So our Puranas mentioned about the creation in different manners in all Shastras. Even the Shad Darsanas also spoke about all these points differently through different perspectives, different angles. So because we all are Sanatana Dharmanuyayis, we must follow the same way of life. We must worship the nature, each and every atom of the universe, the trees, mountains, rivers, gods, divine powers, and we must worship co-human beings. We worship men as Sakshat Brahma, Brahmana Brahmas. Then we worship ladies as Suvasini. So like the representative of Gauri Mata, we worship the unmarried girls as small girls as Kanyaka Parameswari, then boys as Subramanyeswara Swami, like that, keeping different ideas. We worship rivers, Varuna Deva, Jalathi Deva. Thus, we worship everyone seeing Brahman in all the forms. So, we worship all the Dig Devatas. Then Dasa Dishas, 10 directions are there. East, west, north, south, and then 4 corners above and below. So all these are considered to be divine powers only. Prakriti Devatas are there. We worship them through the mantras given to us by our Maharshis. Mantras got wonderful power. Mantra means Mananat Trayata iti mantraha. Bijaksharas are there in mantras. Mana means Mana Avabodhane. To think, to contemplate. When we contemplate, we get the concentration. Thereby we get the Chitta Suddhi, and thereby we get Siddhi of our mantras, which we are doing japa. So all these are the procedures given to us. We worship gods along with the vahanas, along with the ayuthas, along with the weapons. Mata or God, they are possessing. Because all the weapons, ayuthas, vahana, they are all also divine people only. Divinity they possess. Then Durga Devi, or any other gods, Brahmadeva, Vishnu, Vishnumurti got so many other incarnations. Durga Mata, Jagan Mata, Adipara Shakti got so many incarnations. So even Shiva got so many forms. So all these forms we must worship the gods given to us by our Maharshis, by our scriptures. And we should not go for other things which are not there in our scriptures, not given by our sages. Now, the third point we can say is what is the essence of our Sanatana Dharma? The essence of our Sanatana Dharma we can say in one word as Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This entire universe is Brahman. This Mahavakya, in fact, this is the base of all Mahavakyas, 4 Mahavakyas. It is there in Chandogya Upanishad. Isavasyam idam sarvam. They say this whole universe is covered by Brahman, Ishvara, Isa. It is in Isavasya Upanishads. All these Panchabhuta, Surya, Chandra, then Nakshatra, Graha, Golas, rivers, etc. All these are Krimikitakas also. Our Sanatana Dharma aims at Vishwasreyas. The mantras are given in Vedas. In the beginning itself of Rigveda, even starting, Rigveda starts with Agni mantra, Agni Stuti, Agni Mile Purohitan, like that. So even before that, they spoke about in the introduction, they gave so many mantras, suktas, chanti pathas, wishing the welfare of entire universe. So the aim of our Sanatana Dharma is Sarve Pavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyid Dukkha Bhavet. The aim of our Sanatana Dharma is to show the method of leading the life to achieve Chaturvidha Purusharthas. So they say Swathyayan Ma Pramadaha. We must always do our Swathaya. We must be dutiful. Nishkama Karma is taught to us. That is the essence of our Sanatana Dharma. The essence of our Sanatana Dharma is the great commands of Veda. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava, Atithi Devo Bhava. Then Satyamvada, Dharmam Chera, they are the first commands, of course. So, Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. This should be the aim of our life. That is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. So, from ignorance, we want to lead our life to get lightning, knowledge. So from death, we aim at immortality. From ajnana, we aim at jnana. We from non-existence to existence, sat, that which exists forever. And shanti, we finally aim at the shanti, sublimity of the entire nature, entire universe, with all living creatures, human beings and all. So, and also our Maharshis showed us the way how to pray the God, what desire should be prayed. People do not know. They wish for either getting a lot of money or property, high positions, name, fame, this, that, and all. They are only temporary. They automatically come to those who aim at final aim. Automatically, all the other small things will come. So Upanishad says that Ya Upanishadsu dharmaha te mayi santu, te mayi santu. What all dharmas are given, taught to us in Upanishads, they should come to me. I must own them. When we own them and practice it, lead such a life, automatically happiness, prosperity, name, fame, title, people, everything come to us. So, the scriptures spoke about Satya, Dharma, Samata, Ahimsa, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Yajna, Nirvahana, Aparigraha, not taking others' properties, having Shraddha, Daya, Dana, Dama, Shema, Shema, Dama, then Saucha, etc. These are all divine qualities. They are all Shasvata Dharmas. So we must try to acquire these Shasvata Dharmas. Then regarding all the Sattvika gunas and divine qualities, our scriptures, Bhagavad Gita gave a very big list of all these gunas, our Puranas, then Dharma Shastras, Ramayana, Bharata, they spoke about all these gunas and Atma gunas also. Atmartham Prithvin Tyajet, we say. So, Vyasa Bhagavan said, Slokarthena Pravakshyami Yaduktam Grantha Kotipihi Paropakara Punyaya Papaya Parapedanam. To afflicting others is Papa. To do good to others is Punya. So, one must aim at Punya only, gaining Punya. Then our Maharshis, they spoke in Puranas that the entire earth was surrounded by different oceans, like the Girdil, as Vaddanam we say. That entire atmos was being ruled by our kings. So our Sanatana Dharma prevailed all over the earthmas. So even historical proofs are there for this in all the Puranas. In Brahmanda Purana, in Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavata also, and other scriptures, they say, Saptadvipa Vasundhara. That is, 7 dvipas are there on this earth which are ruled by our people, ancestors. In Brahmanda Purana, Suta Maharshi spoke about the water part and earth part differently of this universe. The entire mankind came from Maharshi Manu. So we all are Manavas. So this Manu Maharshi came from Vaivasvata Manu. He was the first Manu. He came from Vivaswan. Vivaswan is son. From Paramatma, Surya came. From Surya, Vaivasvata Manu came. From Vaivasvata Manu, all of us are born, and all other different Maharshis, Vaivasvata Manus, they all are there to protect all of us. If I explain this point completely, it may take another 10 minutes. Shall I continue or stop it?
And please stop it. We will continue tomorrow, Mahade.
Okay. Because this point, how our people rule the entire Atmas, I'm going to explain. I stopped it at Swayambhuva Manu. From Swayambhuva Manu, how our people rule the entire Atmas, that we will know tomorrow. Swasti for today.
Thank you so much. We'll have an informal talk after Prarthana and then Janaganamana. If you have time, please request you to stay back.
Okay, I will stay.
Okay. And now, Vemula Anasui Garu, are you there? Anasui Garu? Okay. Anybody wants to do a prarthana? Swati Mantram. Who is volunteer?
Shall I tell?
I can do, yeah.
ఎవరు భాస్కర్ రావు గారా? ఓకే అండి.
ఉన్నానండి నేను. అది వెనక్కి వెళ్ళింది.
అనసూయ గారు ఉన్నారా?
ఉన్నానండి.
ఓకే, మీరు రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వలేదు ఏమిటా అనిపిస్తుంది. ఓకే,
అదే వెనక్కి వెళ్ళింది కొంచెం అది.
ఓకే, నౌ ప్లీజ్ చాంట్ స్వస్తి మంత్రం ప్లీజ్. Take your time, don't worry. You must be caught offended.
స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః పరిపాలయంతాం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహిం మహిషాః గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యః శుభమస్తు నిత్యం లోకాః సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు కాలే వర్షతు పర్జన్యః పృథ్వీ సస్యశాలినీ దేశోऽयं క్షోభరహితో బ్రాహ్మణా సంతు నిర్భయాః అపుత్రాః పుత్రిణః సంతు పౌత్రిణః అధనాః సధనాః సంతు జీవంతు శరణాం శతం సత్యం వద ధర్మం చర స్వాధ్యాయాన్ మా ప్రమదః సర్వే భవంతు సుఖినః सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते, पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति।
ఓకే అండి, ధన్యవాదములండి అన్సు గారు. సో నౌ లెట్స్ గో ఫర్ ప్రార్థన. సారీ, జనగణమన ప్లీజ్. చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा, तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाहे तव जय गाथा। जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे। जय हिंद।
జై హింద్.
जय हिंद।
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్
Yeah,
చల్లా చిట్టిబాబు గారు.
thank you.
Now let us have